Um, it's been fun. We still got a ways to go. Leading into the playoff, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And I think we finished in a good mind frame, good place as a D line overall. My supporting cast, what those guys been able to do for me, free me open. Joe Cullen bringing him in as a mentor for me and as a D line coach has completely transpired my game, whether it's the run game or the pass rush. So I'm very grateful.
How eager are you, or have you been for a while, to play in the playoffs based on how last year ended?
Last year stuck with me. I had two critical plays that I should have made that I missed, and yeah, we know how the game went. So this year we're eager to get after it after the bye week, of course, and home field advantage.
Chris, what specifically has Joe Cullen done for you to win the game?
Most importantly, we have the same mind frame and passion towards pass rushing. I love to pass rush. Natural born pass rusher. But we emphasize on improving in the run this year, taking my game to another level on the pass rush and the run game, and pushing me to become a more complete player than just a pass rusher.
Chris, is there an extra bit of satisfaction when a team knows they're double teaming you, you know they're double teaming you, that the slot's coming to you, and you still get a sack like the first one today?
It's more so understanding. I know it's coming. I haven't seen it throughout the year, and it's about my counter reaction. I'm going to play it what I'm able to do in this defense that Spags allowed me to do, and the first one's very successful with it.
Chris, this is the first game since Damar Hamlin was hurt. I wondered how you processed any of that, if it was or wasn't a factor anyway before you got out there and played.
Thoughts and prayers go out to Damar. I read that he's actually talking now. He sent a message to the team, and that's tremendous. To watch that from home on my couch, which it could have been one of my brothers who I played with. I definitely was affected emotionally, and going into this game, being the first game that's played since that incident that happened, it was heavy on my heart. I said a prayer for him, and I said a prayer for my teammates also to ensure their safety.
Were you able to be out of your mind basically once you started playing?
I don't think it's ever out of your mind as a player to experience that. I think you try to mask it with what's going on in your surroundings.
Chris, I asked you last week about Colin Saunders and him being healthy. This week you got a chance on offense. Did you see his play and what you decided about?
Pat should have threw it. Pat should have threw it. I'm blaming Pat. It's the quarterback fault. We've been working that play since week 1 of the season. And I think this is the second time they called it. The first time they called a timeout. Coach Reed took him out. Second time, Pat should have threw it, but the defensive DB ran upfield, which forced Colin to kind of angle it out, and he wanted to, yeah.
Was it a good route?
With the circumstances, I can't go against my guy. He's a deep block guy, yeah.
Hey, Chris, you faced Derek Carr a number of times. You've gotten a Carr. The first time you faced now Jarrett Stidham. What did you see in that quarterback, that new quarterback that got his first start last week?
He's very poised. I think with repetition, he can be a good quarterback in this league. He'll stand in the pocket. He'll take a hit. He's very patient with it. Yeah. He's understanding of the game. Very shifty also. So much respect to him and Raiders organization for believing in him and actually starting him over Derek Carr. Wish him much success. Not against the Chiefs though.
Hey Chris, how complete of a game was today's defensive performance? You seem to always be critical of you look at performances with a critical eye. How would you rate today?
We dropped a few interceptions. We let 2 to 3 quarterback runs get out past 6 to 8 yards. I mean, we can be better in that area, but I think we played pretty good last game of the season. Knock on wood. Hopefully everyone came out healthy. We got a week off. We came in with the intention knowing what's at stake and what we're fighting for, and we was able to win the game, most importantly. So head into the playoffs, we get a bye week, we get home field advantage, everything we wanted going into this season, and we're looking forward to the playoffs.
We'll go 3 more. We'll go Sam, Scott, and then Len.
Chris, how different of a player is George Karlaftis from when you first came into training camp to what you're seeing from him now?
I love George, man. Like I said earlier, we kind of asked George to step in and be a starter on this defense. It's not comical, but he's answered. I think he's going to be a tremendous player. The more he play, the more repetition he's out there, the more he's able to feel the game, the more knowledge he has. And you got to be patient with him. He's young. Got to give him time to grow. But I love George. That's my guy.
I have basically the same question, but the way he's been such a consistent sack guy the last 5-6 games, what does that do for you, having another guy who demands that much attention?
What is it, 5 for 5 right now?
I think it's 5 out of 6.
Oh, okay, George. He's been staying with me after practice, working on his pass rushing. The commitment that he's broadcasted throughout the season is starting to show on the field. And sometimes it doesn't translate with your work that you put in, and you expect this, and sometimes you don't get that. And I was telling him, you got to be patient with that. Sometimes it's not for you to get it. It's not in your plan to get as many sacks as you want to get. Sometimes it's about the growing process, what you learn throughout the year to become a player that you're going to be. So he's very understanding to that. I have a lot of talks with him about being patient. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's your first year. We know you want 20 sacks, and everybody wants the double-digit sacks, but it's a process that you got to go through in order to achieve that type of success.
Last one, man.
Chris, just this level of satisfaction getting through the season and sweeping the division.
Oh, man, that's refreshing. Listen, going into the year, we had a lot of criticism on we might be the worst team in this division. And I know every player in that locker room and every coach in that locker room heard about it or seen it on social media, on ESPN, and with all the transitions this division made, whether bringing in Chandler Jones, Russell Wilson, and the Chargers adding Khalil Mack, they counted us out. And with Coach Reed and Pat and the supporting cast, we was able to overcome every adversity, every stick and stone that were thrown our way, and go undefeated in the division. So I think that's tremendous. It takes a lot to do that. That's not an easy task. It takes a lot from each individual also to buy in and to truly believe in that. And I'm extremely proud of these young men.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.